The City of Omaha announced the recipients of the 2023 Omaha Neighborhood Grants. The program supports people who are making a difference in their communities and bringing people together. Laura Stamble shows us how today's announcement is especially timely.
New life is beginning to sprout in the Abundance Garden at the Union of Contemporary Art in North Omaha. Communications Director Patrick Minnelli says it's right on time.
Throughout the summer, we harvest the food that's grown here, and then we share it with the community for free on Saturdays.
The garden is just one of several programs at the Union aimed at supporting the community and local artists. Minnelli says the need for community support seems greater than ever.
Certainly, yeah. Last year, we really kind of hit the nail on the head, and every bit of food that we grew was shared with the community. People took everything. And just as a space in itself, people love coming back here and hanging out.
And this is the future site of a new community theater set to open this fall. The goal is to support the development of local up-and-coming theater artists. Maintaining spaces like this isn't cheap. That's why Minnelli is thrilled the Union received a $3,800 neighborhood grant from the City of Omaha. One of 23 recipients announced today by Mayor Gene Stothert.
The labor alone, but also the material that it costs to keep this space running is significant, and so the grant is essential in helping us do that.
The mayor's announcement comes just days after the U.S. Surgeon General warned of a national epidemic of loneliness and encouraged cultivating a culture of connection. Mayor Stothert says the city's neighborhood grants program does just that.
We always in Omaha, Nebraska are looking for ways for our community and our neighbors to get together and achieve things together.
Minnelli agrees.
It's essential. We can't be our true selves and our fullest selves unless we're in community and growing with other people.
On your side in Omaha, Laura Stamble, 6 News.
In all, the City of Omaha awarded more than $91,000 in neighborhood grants, including $5,000 to restore the baseball diamond at Bemis Park and to put in parking lot lights in Hillsboro.